Welcome back to our channel, where we provide updates and undisclosed narratives on Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. We are excited to share the following news. King Charles and Prince William's huge conflict on Christmas plan after war over Harry and Andrew. A developing ideological and personal gap between King Charles Roman III and his successor, Prince William, has blown into public light, which threatens to dominate the holiday season for the British royal family. This is a development that threatens to overshadow the holiday season. Reports that have surfaced over the course of this weekend indicate that the Prince and Princess of Wales will not attend the customary Christmas meal that is held at Sandringham House. Instead, they will choose to stay at their own house, Anmer Hall, with the Middleton family. Insiders have referred to the decision as a jaw-dropper, and it is the end of a year that was marked by remarkable tension, conflicts about the future of the monarchy, and conflicting perspectives, the rehabilitation of disgraced family members. Independent research suggests that the monarchy is experiencing difficulty behind closed doors, despite the fact that the Royal Roa, which is a pool of certified media covering the palace, has generally maintained the narrative that ties between father and son are solid. There is a fundamental difference over the position of Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and the continuous incorporation of his daughters, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, into the royal family. This disagreement is at the core of the issue. Additionally, the continuing Cold War with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex continues to produce shockwaves. Meghan Markle is facing new charges of imitating the Princess of Wales, and her estranged father, Thomas Markle, has delivered a desperate public appeal. Both of these events have caused the Cold War to continue to generate shockwaves. The snub at Christmas, a quarrel within the family. Over the course of many decades, the Christmas celebrations held in Sandringham by the royal family have been a celebrated example of public and private custom. A walk to church on Christmas morning is a tradition that is ingrained in the royal calendar. This is followed by a lavish lunch at the Big House. However, sources close to the Prince of Wales have revealed that although William and Catherine will do their civic duty by attending the 110 a.m. service, they will not be attending the service themselves. They will not be accompanying the king for the ensuing celebrations, since they will be attending the church service. Following the conclusion of the ceremony, it is anticipated that William and his family would immediately withdraw to Anmer Hall, as reported by Tom Sykes of The Royalist. It will be the third year in a row that the Wales have chosen not to attend the formal meal with the king without attending. In spite of the fact that palace authorities have failed to minimize the move, stressing that William is free to do his own thing, insiders believe that the choice is a planned tactic to avoid socializing with Prince Andrew. It is common knowledge that King Charles, who is presently undergoing treatment for an unidentified kind of cancer, is resolute in his commitment to present a well-coordinated family front. This includes extending invites to his brother Andrew, despite the fact that the Duke of York has withdrawn from public life as a result of the controversy involving Jeffrey Epstein. According to reports, Charles has extended an invitation to Andrew to attend the private lunch, but it is very improbable that he would participate in the public church walk in order to prevent a public relations catastrophe. Rob Shooter, a royal pundit, made the observation that the concept of a nice royal lunch with Charles and Andrew, with William and Catherine nowhere in sight, is a situation that Netflix could not possibly plot better. The message that it conveys is impactful. Putting a line in the sand is what William is doing. He will not participate in any story that normalizes Andrew's position inside the inner circle, and he rejects any such narrative. The York problem, a conflict of philosophical perspectives. The disagreements that have arisen between the king and his successor go beyond simple scheduling problems. Rather, they depict a struggle for the institution's very essence and its continued existence in the years to come. With the assistance of a group of young digitally savvy strategists, Prince William is advocating for a stripped-back monarchy. He has a vision that is European in nature. It is efficient, economical, and relentless in its pursuit of defending its reputation. It is impossible to accommodate rogue royals or those who are involved with controversy under this concept. On the other hand, King Charles is a follower of a more conventional educational philosophy. He is of the opinion that the major responsibility of the monarchy is to maintain permanent visibility, and that the unity of the family, even when it contains individuals who are troublesome, is evidence of Christian forgiveness and stability. According to reports, Charles has been emphatic about not excluding his nieces Beatrice and Eugenie from royal society. He feels that doing so would create the impression of vindictiveness, considering the fact that their father has been isolated. On the other hand, William observes that the prolonged popularity of the York sisters poses a threat to the family's image. According to reports, tensions have arisen around the living arrangements of the princesses, which include Beatrice residing at St. James's Palace and Eugenie residing at Ivy Cottage, Kensington Palace, as well as the lack of transparency regarding their financial affairs. William has severe worries that Beatrice and Eugenie might bring dishonor to the royal family in decades to come in precisely the same manner as Andrew and Sarah Ferguson did in the past. A source stated Beatrice and Eugenie are the children of Prince William and Princess Eugenie. There are rumors that William has requested an ethical check on the financial situation of his cousins as a result of these worries. The Prince of Wales is reportedly concerned about the wider effect that anybody with the surname York selling on their royal ties may have. This concern is based on stories of commercial deals that have taken place in the Middle East. A friend of the princesses has denied any misconduct, stating they have nothing to hide, but the request itself reveals the extreme lack of trust between the warring factions. The controversy regarding the peppercorn rent, the never-ending drama surrounding Royal Lodge, is serving to add gasoline to the flames. For a number of years, the media was encouraged to think that Prince Andrew paid a commercial fee for the expansive Windsor estate, which consisted of 30 rooms. However, subsequent findings suggest that he pays a peppercorn rent on a 75-year lease, which is equivalent to around £250 each year. The fact that William's father is unwilling to remove Andrew in a definite manner is claimed to be a source of frustration for William, who has apparently been considering Royal Lodge as a potential future base for his own family in order to provide for the elderly king. In spite of the fact that Charles is said to have cut off Andrew's yearly security stipend, the king's invitation to Christmas lunch indicates a softening of resolve which William believes to be intolerable. Brittany Gardner, a royal analyst, said that William's operation makes an effort to comprehend the danger. The fact that the king continues to support the Yorks is something that they are aware of, and it poses a threat to the crown. In order to put his reputation first, William wishes to reduce the pomp and circumstance. Although Charles is a proponent of the big tent method, the tent that he is using is leaking. Meghan Markle, also known as the Duchess of Delusion, performs once again. An external threat from Montecito remains unabated despite the fact that the internal dynamics of the firm are fraught with danger. As a result of what some observers are referring to as a creepy fascination with the Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle brought up a great deal of criticism over the weekend. There is a lot of criticism around Meghan's apparent effort to identify herself with Charlie Mackay, who is a well-known author and illustrator of The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. There is a well-documented link between Massey and the Princess of Wales. Catherine utilized one of Mackay's pictures for her together at Christmas Carol service the previous year, which was a collaboration that received widespread appreciation for its emotional relevance. In what is widely seen as a premeditated effort to gate-crash this relationship, Meghan recently promoted a new range of items from her lifestyle business, American Riviera Orchard, by posting a passage from Massey's book on social media. This move was made in conjunction with the promotion of the new line of products. Always remember that you matter, that you are significant, and that you are loved, and that you contribute to this world things that no one else can, was the quotation that was highlighted on. Status update. The move has been seen by some as an obvious attempt to co-opt Catherine's story. Do you think that she is capable of coming up with a novel idea with that little brain of hers? Dan Wooten, a broadcaster, posed the issue. The strange infatuation that Meghan Markle has with Catherine has become even more intense. It is very evident that she is attempting to make a profit off of a man who supports the Princess of Wales. Particularly crucial is the timing of the event. Following her chemotherapy treatment, the Princess of Wales is gradually returning to her responsibilities as a member of the public, and the carol service has become her trademark event. It is seen by some who are loyal to the palace to be not just derivative, but also very insulting for Meghan to use the same artist to promote a business enterprise, notably a line of jams and dog biscuits. Gardner made the startling observation that everything about her brand is a counterfeit. After seeing Catherine's accomplishments, she makes an attempt to imitate them without sacrificing the genuineness of the experience. This pattern of conduct gives the impression that she is always gazing back at the life she has left behind, as if she is continually glancing in the rear-view mirror. The embarrassing request made by Thomas Markle. The competition that the Duchess of Sussex has with the Waleses is not the only subject of the drama that surrounds her. The behavior that Meghan Markle has shown toward her father, Thomas Markle, has been brought into the spotlight by a recently released film that is emotionally intense and comes from her arranged family. Her brother, Thomas Markle Jr., uploaded a video on YouTube in which the family delivered a scathing criticism of the Duchess of Sussex. As he seems feeble and worried in the film, Thomas Markle Sr., who had a stroke that rendered him unable to function in 2022, comes into view. In a direct address to the camera, Thomas Markle Jr. reprimanded his sister for forsaking the man who had provided financial support for her private school and her beginnings in the entertainment industry. During their conversation, Thomas Jr. addressed Meghan and remarked, "The lowest of the low is what you are. Is this the way things are going to take place for the guy who has given you everything? There are no phone calls, messages, or anything else, while I am sitting here trying to take care of him and getting bankrupt in the process." The video indicates that Thomas Markle Sr. has been living in a perilous situation. He just relocated from an apartment on the 19th floor, which was judged unsuitable for a stroke survivor in an area that is prone to earthquakes. The Markle family asserts that Meghan has not provided any financial assistance despite the fact that she has signed multi-million-dollar partnerships with subscription services like Netflix and Spotify. It is revolting that she has not returned anything to her father. Wooten said when asked about the situation, "It is not the case that the crime is any less heinous just because there is bad blood involved. She has betrayed a parent who invested 3/4 of $1 million on her." The parent said the conflict between Meghan's public image, which is based on compassion, community, and humanitarianism, and the private reality of her familial ties continues to undermine her credibility in the United Kingdom. The optics of an old and infirmed father asking for attention continue to be painful, despite the fact that her defenders believe that she is shielding herself from a poisonous family dynamic. There have been calls to prune the line of succession in response to the constitutional crisis. At the same time, as the interpersonal dramas are unfolding, a more crucial constitutional discussion is gathering more pace. In light of the fact that the king's health is in a dangerous state, and the popularity of the monarchy is in jeopardy, major concerns are being raised about the line of succession. Robert Jobson, a veteran royal writer and novelist who is renowned for his strong contacts to the king's camp, sparked a tempest last week by recommending that Prince Harry, his daughters Archie and Lyot, and Prince Andrew should be legally removed from the line of succession. The last suggestion caused a lot of controversy. During an appearance on the podcast of The Daily, T. Jobson stated that the present scenario is a time bomb that is about to explode. As Jobson put it, you cannot have anomalies such as the Duke of Sussex being in line to the throne when he has rejected the crown, destroyed his family, and lives overseas. Examples of such anomalies include the Duke of Sussex. It is possible that Prince Harry might become king in the event of a catastrophic disaster. Considering all that has transpired, I do not believe that is appropriate. Jobson went even farther and said that the line should be essentially cut off after Prince Louis for the sake of streamlining the institution. He suggested that the non-working royals should be removed totally. Andrew ought to be eliminated without a doubt and without any reservations. The succession plan has to be far more transparent than it now is. There are major legal obstacles associated with this viewpoint, despite the fact that royalists hold it. It is not possible for the king to unilaterally order a change to the line of succession. Rather, Such a change needs an act of parliament. It is a rising concern inside the palace that the institution is bearing an excessive amount of dead weight, and this attitude reflects that increasing unease. According to Gardner's analysis, the British monarchy is in a more perilous situation than these individuals would realize. Becoming complacent is a risky path. We witnessed how rapidly the prestige of a monarchy can be ruined by renegade royals thanks to what happened in Norway. Taking decisive action could clear's throat be required in order to demonstrate to the general public that the company upholds high standards. The truth behind the regency, the fact that King Charles is in poor health, is a reality that hangs over all of these disagreements. The fact that Prince William's influence seems to be growing shows that there may be a change in the power dynamics, despite the fact that the palace reports that he is responding well to therapy. Regency in everything but name is how some sources characterize the present scenario, whether it is via the marginalization of Harry or the strain that Andrew is under. William is increasingly taking the lead. On the other hand, this movement of power is not a smooth transition. One can feel the tension that exists between the old guard advisors of the king and the new model team that William has assembled. According to those with knowledge of the situation, William wishes to emphasize family life above persistent public duties. He saw the impact that it had on his mother and his grandma. He said he aspires to transform himself into a new sort of king, one who is more present for his children and less constrained by antiquated convention. Charles, on the other hand, is concerned that this strategy runs the danger of undermining the institution's image for faithful, selfless devotion. He is concerned that if the royals become invisible, they would lose their significance. As a result of this conceptual split, personal tensions are continuing to escalate, which has led to the present impasse about Christmas. A Christmas Eve spent by oneself in the big house. A picture of the royal family that is characterized by disintegration is emerging as the 25th of December draws near. According to reports, the Windsors continue to disregard the Sussexes while they are living in exile in California. The Yorks are present but not prominent. The king tolerates them, but the heir despises them. As of right now, the Prince and Princess of Wales are establishing their own life, which is a clear indication that they are more dedicated to the Middleton family unit than they are to the toxic dynamics that are present inside the House of Windsor. Considering that King Charles, a man who waited decades to come to the throne, was afflicted by sickness so early into his reign, the possibility of a Christmas that is broken must be a cause of tremendous personal anguish for him. The Christmas season presents him with the challenge of reconciling his wish for reconciliation with the harsh reality of his son's commitment to save the future of the monarchy, even if it means ignoring the monarchy's present. The deep divide is no longer only a rumor that Curters are whispering, rather, it is a gaping gulf that can be seen. The period of the united royal firm has come to an end as William and Catherine retire to Anmer Hall, leaving the king to dine with his disgraced brother. The message makes it very obvious that this era has come to an end. Under the leadership of William, a new age that is more ruthless is starting to take form, and it looks like there will be no space for passengers, betrayers, or the legacy of scandals that have occurred in the past. Considerations regarding the consequences of the breakup. A missing turkey feast is just one of the consequences that will result from this Christmas snub. This indicates that there may be a change in the operational structure of the monarchy and its institutions. As William prepares for his own reign, the fact that he is ready to openly break with precedent on such a significant day shows that he is also prepared to break with other long-standing customs. A conclusion to the adage never complain, never explain. There is a growing sense of initiative emanating from William's camp. In light of the disclosures about the ethical check on the York sisters and the refusal to dine with Andrew, it is clear that the Prince of Wales is ready to utilize the media to set his moral bounds. This is in contrast to the technique of quiet that the late Queen engaged in. 2. Middleton effect on the event. The choice to give the Middletons more priority draws attention to the significant part that Catherine's family plays in William's life. They provide him the sense of security and routine that he missed while he was growing up. William is voting for the model of family life that he intends to replicate by selecting them over the Windsor. This model is one that is free from the corrosive competition and controversy that has plagued his own lineage. So, William is voting for them. 3. The impasse that is Andrew. The fact that the king is not willing to entirely expel Andrew is turning out to be a significant problem. On the other hand, William sees everything through the prism of survival, while Charles acts out of commitment to his brother. Controversy involving the peppercorn rent and the Yorks' persistent attendance at royal gatherings supplies Republicans with material to use in their campaigns. A kind of protest, William's boycott, forces the king to choose between his brother and his successor. William's intention is to protest, for the distraction that is Sussex. Although Harry and Meghan are not in close proximity to one another, they continue to be a persistent source of heir disruption. The timing of Meghan's post with the Charlie Massey post and the increased assaults from her own family serve as a reminder of upheaval that William is attempting to protect his family from. Because of the harm that the Sussexes have caused, he is taking a harsh position against the Yorks. He is sealing the gates in order to prevent any additional threats from coming from inside the family. Final thoughts. As the conclusion of the year draws near, the monarchy of the United Kingdom finds itself at a crossroads. While the king is battling for his own health and the harmony of his family, the Prince of Wales is fighting for the integrity of the crown and the survival of the institution. Historically, the Christmas meal served at Sandringham was considered to be the pinnacle of the monarchy's unwavering commitment to continuity. The king's table will be vacant this year, and the empty chairs will speak louder than any speech that he could ever offer. They are a representation of a family that is going through a period of change, experiencing the repercussions of errors made in the past, as well as the harsh requirements of surviving in the current day. The War of the Windsors has reached a new phase, which is a message that is quite clear to those who follow the royal family. It is no longer simply about Harry and Meghan. Rather, it is a fundamental conflict between the past and the future, which is being played out over a roast turkey and Christmas crackers as the whole world watches. Background information: the actors in the drama currently receiving treatment for cancer. King Charles Roman III is the King of the Commonwealth because he wants to maintain a strong relationship with his extended family, including those who have made mistakes. He supports a monarchy that is based on the concept of a wide church. Prince William is the obvious successor to the estate. The monarchy is becoming more harsh in its treatment of the public's perception of it. His wife and children are more important to him than following procedure, and he considers the Yorks and Sussexes to be a negative influence. The Duke of York is known as Prince Andrew, disqualified from his HR style and military titles as a result of the Epstein controversy and a settlement with the complainant Virginia that was worth many millions of pounds. It is because of his refusal to leave Royal Lodge that he has created a stalemate with the king. Beatrice and Eugenie, the daughters of Andrew, are known as princesses. Even though they are not working royals, they do make appearances at family gatherings. William is concerned that their business operations and their familial relationship with their father might be detrimental to the brand. As the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle is known, currently in the process of creating a lifestyle company based in California. The accused is accused of imitating the aesthetic and humanitarian links of the Princess of Wales. Thomas Markle is Meghan's father, although they have a strained relationship. As a former lighting director, he now resides in Mexico. His struggles with his health and his public appeals for reconciliation have been a recurrent topic of discussion in the media. Robert Jobson is a well-known royal novelist and journalist, and his recent remarks on the line of succession have generated a discussion regarding the need for constitutional change. It is possible that the temperature within the palace walls will be colder than the winter air outside when the snow begins to fall on Sandringham this year. It seems that the road to reconciliation is more obstructed than it has ever been before. The split is deep and the stakes are enormous. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts and say goodbye for now.